Do you have a tee? Right out of the car, we're just gonna play a little game here. We're playing from the tips for these 9 holes. If you beat the other person, that person has to tee up 1 tee box forward, so they get a little bit of advantage. I guess that's the way the game's played.
And we're trying not to end up at the ladies' tees by the end of 9.
I think forward tees is the politically correct term. Let's go.
I worked out with my trainer at 4:30.
Oh yeah, 4:30, huh?
Came back in, did another workout.
Perfect. Right out of the car, 2 bites into a Starbucks breakfast sandwich. Just in case you didn't get that off the first tee. We're playing a game here, which is a really good way to start out, especially if you're playing with your buddies and you don't really have a lot of time to warm up. All the players are gonna play from the same tee box. We're playing from the tips. That's where we normally play from. Because we're pros, right? So if I bogey and Austn pars, then I get to move up a tee box. The whole idea is you just don't want to end up at the most forward tee box. The winner of the game will end up back at the back tee boxes, further back than your opponent. And we're playing for Korean barbecue. Shout out to Honey Pig. If we get sponsored by a restaurant, I mean, life would be a little better. Ooh, nice hold off. Good traj. Just a little left, huh? Little pulley.
Little pulley.
We're dancing though?
We're dancing. It's really important to integrate checking social media before you hit your shot.
I was throwing out a tweet out there. Do people even use Twitter anymore?
Ooh.
Right at it.
Wow, that was awesome.
Tracer.
Basically just a tap in here.
Just misread it a little bit.
Tap in. Yeah. We expect to make those. Tiger for birdie on 1. No. Just hung up on the right edge for him. Tapping pars. No one's gonna complain about that.
We're heading back to the tips on number 2. Again, after the first hole, there is no blood. Number 2, it's a longer par 4. It's about 477, something like that. But who's counting? Right to left win, great draw win. Austn's a draw player, I'm a fader. I think this shot could be right up his alley. Nice draw, dude. Great shot. That's gonna roll out.
Yeah, that was good. Ooh, wind. Push it, wind.
How far we got?
213.
So he's got 213 on a long par 4. There's a little bit of a lip here, but this bunker is your typical Texas fairway bunker where it's not a lot of sand, it's not super sandy. So we should be able to get it out. All right, so Austn is out of the bunker, totally fine. That's all you have to do is you just want to escape. We're good. Thank you for the extra lip on the car path. It kept me in.
So again, imagine this is a spot where he's just trying to put himself somewhere where he can make par.
I'm gonna try to hit this really low cut shot and let it run up to the front of the green. I literally hit the front of the green and it kicked right towards the pin. So that's a good thing. Good shot. Good shot, Francis. Thanks.
I thought you were a golfer.
You thought I was a golfer? What are you thinking right now? What's going through your head? First thought. First thought.
Easy up and down.
Easy up and down. Love that. Let's run with it. Great shot.
Oh.
Did it just check?
Oh, it's fun so much.
It just checked.
So, this is me and Francis. Francis hit a pretty awesome recovery shot to get to there. He's got a decently long putt here.
All right, I practice a lot of long lag putts with a little bit of a system. Follow me. I'll show you what I like to do. Go to the back of the cup. I'm checking out the slope. I'm looking at the green complex. It is shiny this way. That means I'm putting into the grain. So I start pacing off all the putts. I'm gonna start pacing this off. I'm gonna go about halfway. This is about 30 feet. I'm gonna take one practice stroke here to feel out what that 30-foot putt would do or feel like or look like. So from here, one of the things I like to do is I will stand taller so I could swing that club a little bit more freely. I'm not gonna get over it like I would normally like a 6 or 7 foot putt. And I take my practice strokes right behind the golf ball. Take about 2 to feel out what this 60-foot putt's gonna feel like. Find my line, tell myself what the intention is, and then just swing it. And if you do it right, you should be within 3 or 4 feet.
I'm gonna get to hit up a tee box.
Yeah, you get up a tee box. I get to still play from the back tees. And you know what? You know, when you give out all of your branded tees during your clinics, you don't have tees left, and you forget to buy them. So you get the martini tee, because this is what you find left of the water tower. Shout out to martini tees, makes you hit the ball straight. So Austn is up a tee box since he did lose that last hole in match play.
He has to walk up a tee.
The walk of shame.
Yeah.
Our approach shots on number 3 end up being in the perfect spot. You want to be on the left side of this fairway. Oh, those hit so well, just a little left of your line.
All right, Francis did a great drive out here. He's got probably, what, 130 in?
I have 121 technically to the pin, winds in the face. I'm just gonna do a pitching wedge. There's something that happened there in my swing though, like I stepped up to the golf ball and something felt a little bit off. If you don't feel comfortable, back off.
You might hit a bad shot.
Yeah, just like literally back off. There's no reason, there's no rush, right?
So this is pretty tricky.
Down slope.
But not too much green to work with. Oh no, you sort of have 2 options here, right? You can bump it into the slope and try and run it up that way, or you can hit the high one. But the high one off the down slope is kind of tricky.
Low one's a good play for a majority of those golfers out there for sure, because you know you're going to advance it forward. You know it's going to roll out some. The only bad thing from hitting a low one into the grain on something that's kind of like rough is that it could catch. Now if you hit a low one, you almost have to take a club that's going to roll out, like a 7-iron or 8-iron, to let that thing roll out more. All right, through the grass. Well, it's all grass, isn't it? I'm gonna Texas wedge it. Choke up a little bit, let the putter swing itself just to get a little bouncy through the grass. Stop! Okay. Apparently they cut the greens this morning. Everyone's gonna be like, you just stood. It's okay though. Alright, left edge, just outside left edge.
And these are the putts that Tiger is just so good at.
I'm gonna channel my inner Tiger.
Tiger for par on 3. Oh yeah! Walk it in, baby.
Yes! Thank you so much. Thank you. Alright, so I escaped to the par there. Didn't give myself the best second shot or second putt at that hole, but you know what? Sometimes you lag your putts to about 8 feet so that you can tell yourself that you can make those putts. So Austn's down another hole. That means he gets to move up 1 more tee box, and strategically, it was a great play because it's a par 5. So now he gets to go for it in 2, potentially, if he gets a good shot.
I see what he's doing.
I'm wind in the face, but everything rolls out now. It's Texas, it's the summer. I just gotta keep this a little bit lower so it chases. You can kind of see out there in the distance the flags are going right to left. I'm gonna play this right down the center.
How'd you do?
Pretty good. It felt good. You know, I got this tip from watching a video with Tony Finau talking about how the shoulders and the forearms need to be a little more level and aimed at where you want to hit the golf ball. My problem is very similar to Tony's. I'll hit these high spinny cuts when I think I'm swinging a draw swing. So I'm just making sure I'm tucking that right elbow in a little bit more and trusting my aim. It's been helping out. We'll see if it continues. Austin, you get to tee up 2 tee boxes closer on this par 5. How big of an advantage is that for you?
I'll tell you, this is one where it really matters. You get to really hit a good one. You can get there pretty easily now. So this is pretty important. We don't want to fall too far behind here.
Started out straight, just a little bit of a tug. Can that be okay? I saw it hit the tree. Let's see where it comes down.
A little bit of a bummer. We're not really fully taking advantage of the up tee, but it gets narrow up there, so that's all right.
American barbecue, Caribbean barbecue, Korean barbecue. What makes Korean barbecue so much better?
Just, I think the marinade to me, man.
The marinade, okay.
It's supposed to use a lot of unique ingredients, and to me it just tastes like home.
I like all the different, I don't know what you call it, what the word is, but like the different side dishes.
Banchan.
The banchan?
Yeah.
That is unreal, because you can pretty much make a unique bite from from the same piece of meat with everything, right? Depending if you want something sour or sweet or savory or salty. And all of it goes well with the flavors, right?
Yep.
Unreal. Unreal. Well, can't wait to have that soon. Trying to figure out how far I am. I'm using the 18 Birdies app right now. We have 180 to lay up to 100 yards, which is what I really like. If I wanted to go for this, it's 266 to the front. Wind isn't very favorable to us here, and it's like a Bermuda Triangle up there. There's a creek about 105 yards from the shot. Ridiculous. 6-iron, punchy 6-iron, we're good.
You also have to hit like a 30-yard cut if you really want to go for it, so.
All right, your turn. So he had a pretty long drive here. Obviously teeing up from the blues brings a lot more trouble into play, especially on this golf course. So he's just gonna punch one out, try to play for par here. All right, we're about 199 out here for Austin. He has to hit the green. Damn, even when the kicker got ice, still hit the shot. Great shot, dude. Into the wind. That was awesome. Here. 107.
Really gonna highlight the importance of hitting a good layup. I mean, he thought through this, decided on a good number, left himself with a full wedge. Like, this is really important. Now he's got very much a scoring opportunity here.
Coming up here to the green on par 5, I have a pretty good birdie chance. Not gonna lie, I'm like 15 feet.
Not the greatest. Boom.
I'm just gonna edit this out. Birdie! So after 4 holes, Austin's gonna be teeing up from the...
We're moving up.
We're moving up. He's got a really good opportunity here. It's a short par 4. It's definitely reachable. I know this is all strategy. I know he's definitely doing this purposely for this.
Fran's just gonna lay up here, I think.
We're playing smart here. I'm 1 under for my round from the tip. I like to turn the 9 at 3 under. It's a narrow par 4. Usually I hit driver, but I'm gonna hit 5-iron and just lay it up. I'll still have like 120 in, so it's not a big deal.
Club twirl.
That was perfect, dude. I really think it's the tee. These tees are awesome. Oh, he's got the driver out. He's going for it. It's probably what, like a 290 shot? 280, 290. Great shot, dude.
We just want to clarify that if you end up making eagle on a hole, you drop back two tee boxes.
2 tee boxes. Pretty much if you're
much
2
just-
strokes up, right? If you're 2 strokes
Yeah.
up on the other person,
Yeah.
right? And
Two
like
tee up, yeah.
yeah, for good players, usually the good players like us won't be making too many double or triple bogeys, right?
Yeah, this is not really
So,
rocket science. So,
yeah. I feel like with amateurs, it's gonna be really fun. People are gonna be bumping up a lot.
This is a really
right?
good game.
Yeah. All right, so this hole is 340 yards or something like that, and I just hit the 5-iron. It's a little dry out here, so we got a good roll. I have 60 yards, 60 yards to the green.
280 yard
5-iron. Austn flew his driver. All right, he's got a big pitch shot here. Did he hit it? Did he hit it? Par beats bogey. I'm still at the tips. Austn is just strategizing because this next tee box is like 225 yards from the tips. So he gets to tee up from like 130 now, which is great.
You can play when you drive it over the green on a par 4. Hey.
Tell you what, this tripod really makes you work on your forearms. Swung so hard at that too. Man, I think I'm just short of pin high, but that was a good swing. Austn's at the whites. He gets to play it from 150, 50 yards difference. You got to birdie this now. Compressed, little fade. So I guess we're gonna have to see who can get up and down.
Yeah. Dude. Nice. Good putt. Francis is staying back here at the tips. I am not doing so great.
Great par 4 here. Winds left to right. Just gonna keep it on the left center of the fairway.
Ooh, that was cooked. Right down the middle.
That was hit well. It's a crazy thing what happens when you hit a ball with a square face, you know? Austn doesn't have anywhere else to go. Like, we are at the greens and we're on hole number 7. I think it's drivable. How far is it?
254.
254.
Yeah. So
Austn has to hit the green and force me to make birdie.
This is gonna
be fun. He smashed it. It's just staying a little bit right. Wind's going right. If it's long enough, it's okay. Is that too far? All right, y'all, I had 145. Wind was left to right, pretty cross. I had to just go full pitching wedge. With this new alignment thing I've been doing, all right, here's birdie.
It was a really good up and down.
2 holes left on this front 9 match. We come upon hole 8. Hole 8's a beautiful peninsula green. 175 yards is what the pin's at from the tips. I'll be playing from the tips. Austn will be able to play from like 105 yards maybe, I think.
Not bad, only 2 over.
Only 2 over?
Yeah,
That's
so
good. That's good. That's really good. Doing okay?
I'm doing all right.
All right. The greens are nice out here today.
Yeah, they're in good shape. Nice, rolling good.
Super nice.
Rolling good.
I might be biased, but I think Shadowglen has some of the coolest regulars. They're guys that love the game, enjoy it, play in leagues, play in their own groups like every morning. So it's really cool seeing these guys out here.
Basically, you have to make it.
Great swing there, Austn. Just went a little far. I think mine went far too,
Why do you
honestly.
think he's going so far?
I think the wind's a lot more with us than we thought.
That's
dude.
crazy. All right. Francis just ended up a little bit long. Yes. Oh my God.
All right.
All right, guys. So don't be this guy. Let's hear it, Francis.
Dude, the rough's never that thick out here. And I brought the wrong club out. If I only had my bag there with me, like I usually walk, right? So when I walk, I carry my whole bag. The ball has mud on it and still tapped on tour. So, I mean.
So don't be that guy. I finally got to move back a tee, so I'll be playing from the whites. Congratulations to me. Oh yeah.
Talk about a gettable par 5, man. From the backs, with the wind a little bit with us, a little bit down. I mean, still, it's a 2-shot par 5. You can get there. Just need a good tee shot. Austn has that. Nothing but good vibes on this hole for you, though. What a drive, dude. That could be in the creek. There's a little creek up there. It's like 6 yards from the hole.
Yeah, that might be in the creek up there.
I think now with the way I'm swinging today, I'm catching a little bit more of the center of the face. 8-iron should get me right there. Pins up front. Give myself a good eagle chance.
Oh, he's holding that follow through. From right here, it's 93.
Yeah.
Probably walking up.
And Austn could definitely win this hole right here. Hit the number, checked a little bit, went a little past. Always remember to sand your divots. Just try to respect the golf course. The golf course will respect you. I don't know what that means, but just fill your divots.
Oh yeah.
Time to make eagle, baby.
All right, so quick little recap. We fought hard. We got a little crushed. I think I'm buying Francis Korean barbecue. That's okay. We're gonna head to the back.
My rule of thumb is if I turn a golf course at 3 under, I'm gonna keep trying to play. Yeah. I don't play more than 9 holes if I don't turn it 3 under.
We're gonna go out there. We're gonna try and break the course record. So let's see if we can do that.
Next video.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.